Okay, so I've been trying to get up early for the past 10 years. But you know what? It's not about how many times I fail, it's about how many times I get back up. Hey guys. Okay, so today is Sunday and right now it's, what time is it? It's 10:02 p.m. and I am just about to go to sleep, and tomorrow will be the first day that I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So what I'm trying to do this week is to wake up at 5 every single day and do a very intense morning routine, like the really healthy ones where you meditate, you work out and all that. I think I went to bed a little bit too early because after a few hours of sleep, I just kind of woke up in the middle of the night. And after that, I just couldn't go to sleep anymore. And eventually I got up at a few minutes after 5 o'clock and then just started doing my regular morning routine, like brushing my teeth, eating breakfast. Nothing too fancy on the first day. I wanted to just take it slowly and not introduce too many changes at the same time. Okay, so it's 5:10 right now. I'm actually wide awake. I'm not very tired. It wasn't very hard to get up this morning because I didn't even sleep that much last night. I woke up in the middle of the night and there was still, I think I could still hear my neighbors talking. So I don't think it was that late, but I just kind of lay in bed for 3 hours, at least 3 hours without actually falling asleep. And then the alarm rang. And here I am, 5:10. I definitely wish I got more sleep. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to have some breakfast right now. Hello, hello. So I have my breakfast ready. I've already checked my phone. I feel so good right now. I think there is some kind of high associated to the early mornings. I mean, I'm tired a little bit, but I'm also very, very wide awake. My initial plan was that I'm going to have a really, you know, one of those really intense morning routines where like I meditate, I exercise and all that. And also like not checking my phone. But I did check my phone this morning. I think just have to take it slow, baby steps, one thing at a time. At least I got up this morning. "6:45, going for a run." I ran for 15 minutes, 2 kilometers. So that was a very quick run, very short run. Yeah, it's not about the distance since I haven't run for a long time. Just mainly the fact that I went out running all before 7:30. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with everything I need to do in the morning. So after my shower, I was just staring at my computer trying to get some kind of work done. Even when I was journaling, I realized I couldn't really concentrate. I was just looking at my journal prompts like, what am I grateful? And just nothing comes to mind. At around 8:30 to 9 is when I decided to take a nap. And then after 9:30 is when I started to do my work and carry on with my day. But throughout the day, I was still feeling very exhausted. Like my brain was half dead and I couldn't perform any, you know, advanced cognitive functions. Hey buddy, get to work. So right now it's 12:30 and guess what I have with me? I have a coffee. I rarely drink coffee. I actually don't really drink coffee. Usually I drink tea in the morning, but I ran out of tea. So I was getting up early, didn't have enough sleep, and didn't have tea. So the combination of the three is just really not a good idea. So that's why I have coffee with me. Today, I don't think it's going to be very productive, but I can still do some, I don't know, like admin work just to fill in the time and still remain productive. So yeah, day one was very, very hard. There wasn't a lot of productivity. So I guess the only positive thing that happened is number one, I did get up at 5 a.m. and number two, I went for a run for probably the first time in a few weeks. Okay, so on day two, I got up right on time. I had a much better sleep from the night before, and on the second day I decided to add oil pulling into my routine. It was definitely a very interesting sensation. I'm making breakfast. I just finished oil pulling. It felt disgusting. I don't know, just swishing oil in your mouth, such a weird feeling. After brushing my teeth, I definitely feel like my mouth is more refreshed, cleaner, feels cleaner. Okay, I just came back from a run and it's like 8 o'clock or yeah, it's 8:08 right now. So just gonna take a shower. Today I ran for 3 kilometers. Yesterday I ran for 2 kilometers, so that's a big progress, 50% more. It feels really good to run in the morning. Like, it's so refreshing, it's so chill outside. And yeah, just the best energy, highly recommend. But overall, my productivity was still not there, and I still felt kind of exhausted and just tired. So on day 3, I actually got a total of 8.5 hours of sleep, which was amazing. Okay, so I snoozed once and now it's 6 a.m. Well, still early. So I had 8.5 hours of sleep last night, so that's plenty. But for some reason, like right now, my brain is still not very clear. Like there's almost a headache. I don't know if it's the early morning or the fact that I haven't had tea. So yeah, I think today I'm going to try and get some tea, and if I have time, and yeah, we'll see. And because I got up later on this day, I decided to do some yoga instead of going out for a run, just to save on some time. And because I do daily exercises in the morning, I kind of need to shower and wash my hair in the morning because I get really sweaty. And for daily hair wash, I use the new wash from Hairstory. And the one that I'm using is the deep version. And this one is super gentle, it smells really good. When I use it, I don't need to worry about over stripping my hair because the consistency is very much like a conditioner or lotion. And after washing my hair with it, it makes my hair feel very nourished and very well conditioned. However, in the beginning, it does take a few weeks to get used to the new wash. So in the beginning, you definitely want to use a dry shampoo to go with it. Okay, my absolute favorite product from Hairstory has to be this silicone hair washing brush. It just feels so good to use on your scalp when you use it with any gentle hair washes or shampoos. The silicone bristles are just hard enough so that it really hits the spot when you massage your scalp with it. But at the same time, the tip is still soft so that it doesn't scratch your scalp or get tangled up in your hair. I just love washing my hair with a brush because it does such a great job of relieving the itchiness on my scalp. And also I think it's easier to kind of comb through my hair when it's wet. Whenever I use my fingers, I just really dislike the feeling of having my fingers all tangled up in my wet hair. And using the silicone hairbrush, that's not a problem for me anymore. I have tried other silicone brushes in the past, and my experience is that it's really hard to tell the texture of the bristles from the pictures. If it's too soft, then it doesn't really do a good job of massaging your scalp. But this one from Hairstory is the real deal. So if that's something you're interested in, link in the description. Okay, so day 4 is probably the turning point of this entire experience. I finally brought myself some English breakfast tea the day before, and on this day I was finally able to get some caffeine into my system, and let me just say it makes a huge difference. So on this day, I got up at 5:45 in the morning. This alarm clock is just very unpredictable, but that's no big deal. I felt pretty good on Thursday because for the first time in the entire week, I was finally able to concentrate on my work. Right now it's 9:39 a.m. and I just want to do an update on how I'm feeling overall since getting up at 5 a.m. even though today I got up at 5:40 or 50, but still I think it's on track. I got tea yesterday, so I had a English breakfast tea this morning, and let me just say my energy level right now is so good. I'm no longer feeling dizzy, I no longer have a headache, I can now think properly. I'm looking at my footage from the past few days and I'm going to edit today. I just feel like today I might actually have a productive day, and this is day 4. What I experienced in the past 3 days, like all the fatigue, all the tiredness, may just be that I'm not getting my caffeine in the morning. So that might be one of the reasons. So if you're like a coffee or tea drinker, yeah, you definitely have to have those things on hand when you're attempting the 5 a.m. mornings for the first time. So today I'm feeling good, really excited for tomorrow. Maybe it will be even better. Tomorrow I'm definitely going for a run in the morning, and hopefully I can get up at 5 a.m. sharp. So today is Friday, which is the last day of this challenge. I got up just a few minutes after 5 and I did my oil pulling first thing in the morning, and then I had a quick breakfast, I did my journaling, and then I went out for a 3-kilometer run. The time between 6:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. is just so perfect. Everything is just so fresh, so peaceful and serene, and doing my morning run before 8 a.m. just puts me in such a good mood. And right now I feel totally fine. I don't feel the need to take a nap, and I feel like I can pretty much concentrate on anything as I normally could. So overall, in this 5-day period, I felt like I spent majority of my time just getting used to the schedule. And in the first 3 days, it was definitely very difficult. And all the midday napping made me feel kind of guilty because I ended up sleeping more than I usually would have. And for the first 3 days, I was just not productive at all. And that for me was like the worst feeling ever. One thing that I haven't been able to totally form my opinion on is whether self-discipline is a finite resource. Because in these past 5 days, I felt like getting up in the morning, doing exercises, and doing oil pulling, all of these things take a lot of self-discipline. And when I use them first thing in the morning, and if self-discipline is a finite resource, I would have less of it throughout the day. So I definitely felt like it was harder for me to tackle those harder problems, like get started on writing a blog post. I just couldn't do that. I tried to do it every single day for the past week, and I somehow just wasn't able to bring myself to do it. And I wonder if that's because I spent so much of my self-discipline, just on getting up in the morning. And then another hypothesis is that if I keep doing this for the long term, maybe eventually I will get used to it so that it doesn't require any self-discipline anymore. Then I will be able to use that resource on other things. So that is the wish. Overall, I definitely really enjoy this lifestyle. I think the mornings are so magical, and I would definitely be interested to continue this habit in the future. And let me know in the comment section below what your experience is like with waking up early and what your morning schedule is like. What are your favorite things to do in the morning? I really look forward to reading those. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!